So the first segment of today's show is called "What the Heck is HoX PoX?" And it's going to give us a little recap of what happened in House of X and Powers of 10. And in this section, we are going to have each of our council members tell us a summary of HoX PoX in 3 sentences or less. But before we do that, we got story time from Justin.
So last year we had this show, essentially, and it was Alicia's first time having read a comic series, and she read House of X and Powers of 10, HoX PoX, and we kept on referring to it as such. And my dad, he watched the show, and he has never read comics, never really engaged in X-Men, and he loved the show, but said to us afterwards, he was like, I love it. I had no idea what was going on. Can you tell me what the heck was HoX PoX? You had to have said it. You had to have said it multiple times, but I had no idea what you were talking about. So if that is the case for anyone watching, this segment is for you. And if my dad's watching again, this is what HoX PoX is. If you haven't,
in case you didn't get it yet. All right, so we're just gonna go through our council. So Dylan, why don't you go first? Give us your 3 sentences or less version of HoX PoX.
Oh boy, we had this prepared, and I still didn't know how to answer it. It is a new era for the X-Men comics. It shows a very bleak future and a kind of refreshing hope to the present. Yeah.
Nailed it. Nailed it. Chad?
Okay, I did have time to think about this. Weary of a world weary of trying to protect a world that hates and fears them, mutants form their own nation on a living island. They use plant-based technology to set up gateways around the world and provide drugs to humans. And they focus really hard on mutant synergy, which has allowed them to conquer death with resurrections. I have to stop there. That's 3.
Amazing. That's 3. Cut yourself off. Thank you for being honest.
Yeah, we weren't counting the sentences.
I was like,
we were just like, okay, yep.
I could have thrown lots of adverbs and commas, but that was sufficient.
You're such a good person, Chad. I would be
all right,
rambling.
Daysbreak, what do you got for us?
Oh gosh. White party for the X-Men. Basically, it's 24/7 partying on an island, and there's lots of resurrections.
Get it. That's
legit.
It. That's it. That's the tweet.
That's it. That's it.
Send.
All right, Daryl.
All right, I'm taking it from the reader's standpoint. Good jumping on point to read the X-Men. Does X mean X or 10? And
Yes.
a lot of fun, a lot of titles. You don't need to read all of them.
Oh, yes, I love that.
This is like, what is the Krakoan era?
That was fantastic.
That's great.
Okay, and Michael.
I'll say Magneto was kind of right, Cyclops was kind of right, and Xavier's still a jerk.
Yo. I'm here for that.
Do you have 3 sentences?
Oh, no, I thought the council was going to.
That's why I threw it to you.
Okay, so I'll give you my 3. There is a island of Krakoa that is an island but also a man where all of the mutants live. Moira is now a mutant, and her lives are integral in the survival of mutant kind. And you get to see multiple futures that all look bleak for the X-Men. Thank you. What about you?
The mutants are tired of getting murdered, so now they're on top.
Yeah.
And they can do whatever they want because they got money and resources and drugs, and they sell them, and it's great.
All of
And
which Emma Frost
This is a
provides.
run-on sentence.
That was 2 sentences.
Okay, sorry.
And the future looks terrible, but it's not really the future. It's the past
Oh, God.
of Moira. And if that hurt your brain, good. It's supposed to.